Guys, what's up YouTube? So, I'm going to review the Red Genesect Collection theme deck that you get. And yes, this is all nice and sleeved up. I arranged all the cards according to that list. So, yeah. Hope you like the new setup here. That's the stand I'm using. Made it, so let's get on to the video. So, with this deck, we get the two Genesect promotional cards. It's main attack Hyper Beam, which does 30 damage for 2 colorless energy, and on a coin flip, you get to discard an energy attached to the defending. So, that's pretty good. It could be better, but oh well. It's life. 110 HP does make it better than its normal counterpart, but Breaker Bazooka does break this card's use, because for 2 grass energy and a colorless, you get to do 100 damage, but you have to discard all the grass attached to it. That's terrible. 100 damage for 2 discards at least. That is absolutely awful. And 2 retreat cost, no. Because the Mr. Jet Impact over here has 1. So, fail. Cool promotional card, cool design and everything, but your attacks, you got broken. Next is a 4-2 line of Golett and Golurk. I'll get to the Golurk right after these. So they're the same card from Plasma Blast. I just have a little discard over here. And for 1 colorless energy, you get to use Beat, and that does a whopping 10 damage. Yeah, exciting. A 3 retreat cost, 2 times weakness to dark. Yeah, sorry, you're not going anywhere, Golett. You're terrible. 80 HP, sure, that's great, but he's a fatty. So, we get to Golurk. And you get 2 of them in this deck. 130 HP, so very nice for a stage 1. Iron Fist of Justice. 60 damage for 2 colorless energy. That's really good. And for having no plasma, you get to do that. No plasma Pokemon in play. And this deck does not run anything plasma, so that is even better. Of course, he's a fatty with a 4 retreat cost. 2 times weak to dark. Shadow Punch does 80 for 2 psychic and 2 colorless, and it's not affected by resistance. That's great. So you could get an 80 damage off to a Darkrai EX or something like that. But it's a cool card, not gonna lie, but play-wise, it's a little less than appealing to the competitive eye. Then we have 2 Tropius, 100 HP. Return for a grass does 10 damage, and you get to fill your hand to 6. That's great. Weakness to lightning and resistance to fighting is very different to this card, because I don't think many cards in this deck have a resistance. And a retreat cost of 1. And the big sell point of this card is its energy press attack. Does 20 and 20 more for each energy attached to the defending Pokemon. So if you've got a little Keldeo, think this can be all cutesy and everything, has 3 energy, you can deal 80 damage, but since it's weak to grass, that's 160. That is insane. If you have Silver Bangle, yeah, this can knock out a Keldeo EX. Then next is a 2-2 line of Porygon and Porygon 2. So Porygon, 60 HP, it's a colorless type, and Tackle for 1 colorless energy does a whopping 10 damage. 2 times weakness to fighting, and a 1 retreat cost, so pretty good for your average basic. And then you get two so next Porygon 2s. 80 HP, so that's a 20 HP increase. And Porygon Z isn't really any better than Porygon 2, I'll be honest. So for 2 colorless energy, you get to use Destructive Beam, which does 30 damage. And on a coin flip, you get to discard an energy. So that's a big thing in this deck, apparently, because itself could run out of energy, which I find hilarious. Still 2 times weak to fighting, still a 1 retreat cost. That's very nice, but the damage may lead players to think differently. But I think this is a fairly decent card for beginning. Next is a 3-2-1 line of Solosis, Duosion, and Reuniclus. So Solosis for a wimpy HP of 30. You get to use Hide. It's weak to its own type of Psychic. And it's a 1 retreat cost, so that's good, but I'd rather have it free because it's that bad. So Hide, you get on a coin flip, you get to prevent all effects, including damage, done to this Pokemon on your opponent's next turn. So that's pretty good, but 30 HP, people. Look how low that is. Take a look at Virizion EX with 170. 30. What? Big difference. Really big difference. Next are the 2 Duosion. Don't like this pyramid line, but oh well. So 60 HP, so 30 HP increase, which is very much needed. Focused Wish for a Psychic and a Colorless does 20 damage, and 20 more on a coin flip. It's basically the same thing, except with an actual attack. So that's nice. And then Reuniclus, you get one of them, and this is probably one of the better cards that is actually in this deck, but it's a stage 2, and that makes it terrible. So 100 HP, so a 40 HP increase. Overall, 70 HP increase in the whole entire line. So seems not that bad until you realize it's only 100, and then it's got the same HP as, say, Genesect and Volcarona. Think about that. There are other cards that have 100 HP too. So Barrier Attack does 30 damage, and you get attacks reduced by 30 on the next turn. So that's pretty good. Telekinesis of Nobility does 70 for Psychic and 2 Colorless, and you get to free switch. That's pretty good.